Do you have a role model? Someone you admire? Someone whom you would very much wish to be more like? Perhaps it's your mother or father, a grandfather or grandmother, a teacher, a best friend, a boss, perhaps a hero figure from a novel, a movie, or the sports world. And what are the qualities that we most admire in role models? Their personal accomplishments, their popularity, or maybe it's their moral character. Author Alikhan Gulamali says for role models, we look for people who are examples of how to be honest, decent, hardworking individuals who put family first. They usually aren't celebrities. Maybe they're our parents. They're people that we want to model ourselves after because we want to live like they do. I've been thinking about this for a while, and recently I came across a story about a man whom I could easily admire, but sadly, I don't think I could ever become like him. There's a 6.5-foot bronze statue standing at the Crow Lane Circle roundabout in Hamilton, Bermuda, of which the locals are deeply proud. No, it's not a military figure or a political leader. It's Johnny Barnes, a former bus driver. Johnny was born in 1923. First, he was an electrician and worked for the Bermuda Railways. When the railways closed, Johnny became a bus driver at age 60. One day, on his way to work, he stopped at Crow Lane Circle and decided to wave at commuters and smile at them. He got such a kick out of it that he decided to quit his bus driving job so that he could do this every day for the rest of his life. And so, for the next 3 decades, Johnny Barnes, wearing his big straw hat, took his place at the edge of the roundabout and waved and smiled as people drove past. Every morning he was there from 4 to 10 a.m. He was not asking for money, protesting, complaining, or begging for food. He was just there to make people feel a bit more happy. He called out his greetings and gave waves to the drivers and passengers on their way to work or school or shopping. Even grumpy drivers couldn't resist Johnny's big smile and wave. "Hello, darling, I love you," he'd yell, and they loved him in return. Bermudans called him Mr. Happy Man. They routed their morning commutes specifically to see Johnny. If Johnny was not standing at his spot at the roundabout, people would call the radio station to ask about him. If he happened to miss acknowledging a commuter, they would circle around the roundabout again until he waved at them. Johnny's philosophy was simple. We human beings gotta learn how to love one another. One day, when Johnny took a sick day and he was not at his usual place, Bermudans became deeply concerned, and they wondered what they were going to do when Johnny Barnes was no longer at his spot. They decided to create a charity called the Spirit of Bermuda Trust, and collected enough money to commission a bronze sculpture of Johnny and placed it there at the roundabout. On July 19th, 2016, Johnny passed away at the age of 93. The local newspaper, the Royal Gazette, said that Johnny's life and his legacy had touched thousands of people in the community and thousands more who visited Bermuda. His presence brightened the spirits of people who were in need of some joy in the early morning hours. His last wish, Johnny said, "May my absence from the bench at the roundabout and my statue, the Spirit of Bermuda, remind you to share love and kindness with each other." There's more kindness out there in the world than we realize. And showing kindness to others is, I think, what brings us the greatest amount of happiness. I'm Larry Johnson. Until next month, stay well.